Alright, welcome to Delve Survivors. This is our take on what a game would be like if you were to mix old school, grid-based, traditional roguelike mechanics with intuitive controls and easy to pick up gameplay of a modern Horde survivor. And at the time of this video, our demo for the Bullet Fest event on Steam is up and ready to be played. So if you're interested, at any time, pause my video, I don't mind, go to the link below, and give it a go. So from the world screen, you can see that we have a lot of dungeons planned and set up for the game, but for this demo, you only have the first two dungeons with a town hub in the middle. You'll start the demo in the Spider Cave, then you go on to the town hub where you can upgrade your equipment, and finally enter the Tiro Graveyard, where you shall find and hopefully slay the Necromancer. Alright, you'll see right away that this is inspired by old traditional roguelike games. It's a turn-based grid movement scheme where the enemies only move when you move. But there's a twist. When you level up, you get to choose a skill. In this case, I'm going to choose, let's do Holy Ward. This will push enemies away that are near me, and also do a bit of damage as well. And since I'm the wizard, I already also have my magic sort of purple arcane bolts that we shoot at the enemy as well. And you can notice that I move in up to 8 directions, left, right, up, down, and diagonally. In the general style of these old school games, we want it to be very quick and responsive, where it can move as slowly or as quickly as you want it to. There is virtually no delay between your input and the actual action on the screen. Now you see I just got a drop, and although your skills will reset every dungeon run, as is common in sort of modern roguelikes, the equipment you gather along the way will carry over from then on. And we can see very clearly that what we have right now, the current item, is better than this new one, so we're going to keep the current and it's going to sell the old, giving us 30 extra gold that we can use in the shop later. And we're very quickly amassing a good array of skills, which will go off automatically when the countdown reaches 0, which can be checked at the bottom of the screen. So in that Vampire Survivor style, all your attacks are automatic. Now, movement was very important to us to get right. Not only do we want to have the very quick, snappy controls of an old school, traditional roguelike, but we also wanted the controls to be very intuitive and accessible to not only old school fans, but more modern gamers as well. So you have your standard 8-directional movement, using the num key 1 to 8 and 5 being your skip turn button. But we also have controller support. So you can use the D-pad to move directly and hold R1 to force it to move diagonally. You also can use the joystick to pick exactly where you want to move and then press the action button to confirm your movement. You can also turn this off in the settings if you like to make it a direct movement with your joystick as well, and that will give you a much more of an action style input, but you do lose a bit of that tactical advantage that you get from being able to choose the space directly. Also, just recently we added mouse controls so that you can click to move as well. So if you don't want to use a controller, but you also don't have a num key, you can use the mouse to click the direction you want to go. If there is an enemy present, you will only move one space in that direction, but after you kill the enemy, you'll see that it actually moves further. You also can click on yourself to skip a turn. It also allows you to click to speed things up, so you can actually move pretty quickly with this. Although be careful with using up too much of your turns, because when this number on top reaches 0, you don't die right away, but death will be coming for you, so be prepared. Finally, you can also use WSD or the number keys for movement, and in this case, if you want to move diagonally, we have a key here to kind of force the movement in the same way that we have the controller. I'm not 100% sold on this, so if you're playing the game, feel free to let me know in the comments how you feel about it. I just find myself kind of getting tripped up a lot holding too many buttons with my fingers, but we do also have a cool thing, it's particularly with this magician. So you see here that if I move to the left, my magic is going to be shooting the direction I'm moving toward, but I want to shoot it back at the enemy. So you can hold shift, and instead of moving, you'll just change your direction. So holding shift, I press right, and now I'm facing right, and I will continue shooting in that direction instead. So I don't want to reveal too much right here, but you will continue through this dungeon until you reach a mid-boss, and then finally the final boss, the Necromancer. So if there's anything else you want me to talk about, or if you have any questions about the game, feel free to put it in the comments. And if you could be so kind as to give us a wish list along the way, I will be eternally grateful. Ooh. Ooh, that's a nice helmet. Too bad I'm about to die.